So welcome to the video. Today guys, we're going to take you through a 10-minute ab video that I filmed over in Dubai in the searing heat. This is a follow along workout that'll get you a killer midsection, providing your body fat's in the right place, which you should be. So follow along and stay tuned and you'll have a killer midsection in no time. Okay, so exercise number 1 today we're going to go through is a plank. So there's 2 variations to this. You can do a normal plank and you can also do a weighted plank where you put a small plate on the lower back. Today we're just going to do a body weight plank. Now this is very, very important for 2 things. Firstly, spinal health and having good core strength. And secondly, again, is working on the transverse abdominis. So your TVA are muscles through our abs. We have almost like a corset. So if you don't have a TVA, your TVA is weak. What happens? Your stomach starts to blow out like that. Whereas your TVA is tight, you want to keep your abs and everything pulled in nice and close. So we're going to focus on sucking from here inwards, but pulling our belly button in whilst doing a plank rather than just letting off and relaxing. So we want to keep contracted, pull our belly button towards our spine whilst maintaining the plank position. So one of the big things you want to focus on as well is making sure we don't have a saggy plank, because you see some people will sag into it. So you want to try and keep neutral spine, keep everything nice and locked in, keep shoulders nice and tight. If you struggle with this initially, there's a way we can regress it and make it easier, which I'll show you as well. Okay, so this is variation number 1, which would be like a standard plank, which is more difficult. So again, although it probably doesn't look like it, I can relax there or I can contract. So we want to try and keep our core and abs tight and focus on pulling, as we say, our belly button towards our spine and keep everything nice and locked up. So this is the harder variation. We're now going to take you into an easier variation. If you struggle with this, very easy, similar to press ups. So you do like women's press ups. You can drop your knees down, so as I have now, and literally you can just do a plank on your knees in that position there, which have a similar sort of effect. And obviously the load is slightly slightly less. So to make it harder, feet up. To make it even harder than that, you can also put a a weight plate on your back. But realistically, you shouldn't need to do that. So I'll just keep this position if you can do. If that's too difficult, drop down to your knees. Okay, so with a plank, what I'd recommend you look to do around 3 sets, around 45 to 60 seconds. Obviously, the stronger and the fit you get, the more you can push that time up. Once you start to go above 60 seconds, I'd probably look then using a 5 or 10 kilo plate on your lower back. But don't be silly with this. Don't start using 20, 40 kilos on your back. That's not the objective of the exercise here. So be conscious, be mindful, and think about what you're trying to do. And stay tuned for exercise number 2. Exercise number 2, we are going to do a window wiper hanging leg raise. So we're going to do it over a tyre here because we're an outdoor gym, which is dope. In an actual gym, I would use a bench as an object to take your legs over. So this is going to be insane to contract your abs through here, through the obliques. This is really, really intense and advanced ab exercise, which is one of my favorites. So you might not be able to do many reps at the start, but just do your best and then we can progress through it. So I'll give you a first example coming up. So that's an absolute killer. So with this exercise, one of the keys is to keep nice and steady, not try and swing. So we want to go to one side, to the other side, and just alternate. So we're getting good variety both sides. Again, focus on breathing, keeping it nice and controlled. If you struggle to grip the bars, use hand wraps, makes things easier. So this is a really good way to increase core strength, focus on your obliques and your abs all at the same time. So sets and reps wise, I'd recommend 3 to 4 sets, around 12 to 15 reps. So 1 rep being to one side to the other side. So don't half-ass and try and cheat yourself by doing less reps, and we'll come up with exercise number 3, we'll see you in shortly. Okay, so next up we're going to do a crunch with our feet raised. So the advantage of this is we can really just focus solely on contracting through our abs. One of the reasons you see when people do a crunch, they sometimes feel their hip flexors a lot, is they're trying to support their lower legs a lot. So their legs a lot. So here, by having our feet elevated, we don't have to focus on that. We can just focus solely on contracting through our abs and our core, which is the objective of what we're trying to do today. So we're going to take you into that now. First exercise. So again, With all ab training, we're focusing as we crunch up, pull our belly button down and exhale. So as we come down, breathe in, and as we come up, breathe out as hard as you can. The harder you breathe out, like literally you can contract your abs like fire there. Like this looks really easy, but that contracted position, as you can see my voice has changed, is so tight. So breathe out, breathe in, sorry, and then breathe out. Squeeze as hard as you can at the top, and again, fully like pulling your abs towards your spine. That was the last exercise completed and wrapped up, so big focus on that is breathing and really just trying to contract through the abs that we want to try and build, not just focusing on moving through the range of motion. So try and be conscious of what you're actually doing, and that's the key to building all muscle, not just your abdominals. So I hope you enjoyed the workout. I know you would have crushed it, and you would have had to take some inspiration and knowledge bombs to help you on that 10-minute follow along workout. Now, if you want help with building your own physique and building your ultimate body, hit the link below here and you can book in your free 6-pack strategy call with myself and the CJ coaching team. We'll see you in the next video. Make sure you smash the like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon.